Live exclusive coverage of Kern High School District sports tonight, live streaming at Liberty High School. The BHS Drillers at Liberty. This is going to be a big one. Liberty 4-0 in league, BHS 3-1 in league. All the things that happened prior to league starting, we can talk about that, Rick, as it goes. My partner, Rick Van Horn, coming in, former Driller, former Renegade, former Running Rebel. Rick, you've played in these big games in this city. You've definitely coached in these big games, and now you are an analyst for these big games. Talk us through the last 30 minutes before kickoff, before league title games.
Well, you know, a lot going on, especially on the Liberty side. It's senior night. They're recognizing all the seniors, both football players and the band. So there's a lot of downtime for the Drillers.
Going over plays, listening to coaches regurgitate things over and over and over. You just want that ball to get up in the air. When it does happen, you've got a BHS team that took their lumps early because they set up some of the best teams in the country to get ready for league. You've got a Liberty team that did the exact same thing. Right. Then they get into league. They start taking care of business. Your thoughts on, first, the state of mind of the Drillers tonight on the road at Liberty?
Well, you know, probably 5 weeks ago, the Drillers thought, no way we're going to be in this situation. Here playing for a league title, 3-1 in league after a 1-4 start. They took their lumps, like you said, in the preseason, as did Liberty. But, you know, things were about ready to fall off the track there, and they righted the ship.
Yep.
And now here they are, put themselves into position, 3-1, playing for a league title. If they win tonight, it puts us into a three-way tie if Garces wins. So there's a lot on line for BHS.
As we always do here on KernHighNetwork.com, we enjoy and participate in the national anthem along with you here at Liberty High School.
Marching Patriots.
Fantastic job by the Liberty Patriots Marching Band. We are at Liberty High School. They are hosting the Bakersfield High School Drillers. Another big night here of Kern High School District Athletics here on KernHighNetwork.com. Pleasure to have you all. Again, I'm Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn, my longtime partner with me. We're riding the Bentley tonight. The Bentley director, producer, and the ultimate cameraman, Julian over there. Great to have everybody here. So, Rick, give us some information on Liberty High School. What do you know about them? What do you have to tell me about them?
Well, like you said, they're 5-4 coming in. They had a rough preseason. 1-4. They took some lumps. You know, if they win this, they've already got a share of the SYL title.
Already.
Okay, already 4-0. So it doesn't matter what happens tonight. They're going to be co-champs at the very least. But they don't want a co-championship. They want outright championship. They want to go into this Valley playoffs as the number 4 seed, and get a home game in that first round.
BHS Drillers, the legacy, the history, the popcorn sharing. Oh, so I get it. You're only going to give a Driller some popcorn. All right, Coach. I see how it goes. I mean, he walked right past me, Rick. He walked up on the platform here. A bag of popcorn bigger than his head, and he didn't even look at me, and he puts the bag right in front of you. So that's what it's all about tonight. Okay, I'm going for the Patriots.
Okay.
Hey, but what a great rivalry. You look at the legacy for BHS. all the years. You're an author. You've written a book on it, actually. And now the Gola era has been nothing short of just spectacular with state championships, section championships. I remember one of the greatest football games I've ever witnessed was just last year up at Central in the freezing cold weather. Unbelievable. Then you got Coach Nixon that gets his title over at Liberty. For years he was Centennial. He was the quarterback whisperer for Cody Kessler. This is a great matchup of top-tier coaches here in the Valley of Central Valley of California.
It is. You know, this rivalry started back in 2002. Liberty opened in 1999, and in 2002 moved to the big league back then, SWYL. So they played 17 times, and right now, as it stands right now, BHS holds a 10-7 series lead.
No bigger night than the last senior night, or the last night of the senior season here at home. Who knows what will happen in the playoffs? You never know what prognostications get put out there all the time about what will happen as far as field choices. But tonight, a designated specific senior night here at Liberty Stadium, and they have the state-of-the-art huge LED screen on the south side of the football field. So the captain's out at midfield. This is a new age of football, isn't it?
Well, it is at some schools. There's some schools still got to catch up, but here at Liberty, you know, with the track and the Jumbotron, they're ahead of the game. Here's
another assistant coach from BHS. One offered Coach Van Horn some popcorn. I got no look even.
This is Coach Figueroa.
But I did get a handshake from
Chris.
But he
didn't have any popcorn.
Your partner goes to Van Horn and just gives him popcorn. Doesn't even look at me, Coach. Have a good game. Well, pleasure to have everybody with us tonight. We certainly want to extend great thanks to both high schools. For the visiting Bakersfield High School Drillers, Principal David Reese, Assistant Principal of Instruction Cheyenne Bell, the Assistant Principal of Administration Sidney Peterson, the Athletic Director, our good friend Jeff Scott, the Activities Director Anna Levin, and for the host school tonight, talk about a party, talk about a fantastic place to attend a football game. Principal Libby Wyatt, the Assistant Principal of Instruction Josh Williams, the Assistant Principal of Administration Ron Priest, the Athletic Director, our good friend Tim Davis, and the Activity Director Brooke Slayton. Thank you to both these schools, and most certainly our host school of Liberty. What a pleasure to be with us tonight is Rick Van Horn. He has put together two great pieces of literature work and photography for your football consumption, one on Bakersfield High School, the other on Bakersfield College. And whenever we were able to have him here, such good friends and colleagues with so many coaches at so mmany levels here. Rick, thanks for spending your time with us and appreciate having you here. Here come your Drillers.
Here they go. 5-4. It's a lot riding on the game tonight for them. If they can get it done, get a coach championship, they'll get the 4 seed. The only bad thing about getting a 4 seed is you will be in the same bracket as a team called Central,
who's looking for some revenge,
who's on a mission right now. But if anybody can adapt and match up against Central around here in Bakersfield, it is the Drillers
and the Patriots. One of these two schools might be able to meet them later on the season, but tonight we're stoked to be here. Here's some of our other games. Stockdale at Garces, big game there as well. Cesar Chavez at Arvin. Golden Valley at East. Miramonte at Foothill. Centennial at Frontier. Independence at Ridgeview. What a big football game that is. Looking forward to that news. Tehachapi at West. Highland at North. And our other live stream game tonight is the one and only long-time fantastic rivalry, Wasco Shafter in Shafter tonight. You can watch that game, of course, live on KernHighNetwork.com. We're getting ready to go here, everybody. Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn, Todd Bentley, and Julian. We're all here to make this a great experience for everybody tonight. A lot of viewers. We know we'll be in high numbers tonight.
Number 23, Winston Johnny, set to return. Everybody on your feet.
Everybody's up on the Patriots side. Rick, you ready to go?
I think so.
Drillers kick off. It's a low burner taken at the 24-yard line. And the Patriots are going to have some good field position. They're going to start off at about the 37-yard line. Jounty on the return. So good sign for the Patriots, Rick. Good spot. You know, you're at home. You've got the football, the crowd behind you. Man, you're almost at the 40-yard line to start.
Yeah, now I'm excited. You know, this whole game, in my opinion, rides on Isaiah Hill, the quarterback. It's about time we see Isaiah Hill really have a game to go with his stats. He's been a 2-year starter, 19 straight games.
6, Isaiah Hill.
He's number 6. He's in the shotgun. He stands at the 34-yard line. First play of the football game. It's a handoff, and it's to who else? Sam Stewart Jr. And he piles up about 5 or 6 yards the tough way with 2 or 3 drillers on him.
43-yard line.
Going back to Isaiah, you know, he really hasn't put together a game this year that, you know, exemplifies what.
Not one of those breakout games.
Not one of those breakout games, and he's due for it.
Uber talented kid. More on him a little bit later. I should say young man. He's going to tell me, hey, Vance, what's up? 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. They stay with number 5. Sam Stewart Jr. gets up to about the 45-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards. 2 positive rushing yards to start off for the Patriots.
Liberty's got a lot of weapons in that backfield. They've got their backup tailback, Shades.
3rd down and a long 2.
Max Shores, excuse me.
Right.
Would be a 1,000-yard rusher in 15 different schools around the town.
Stewart plows ahead, tackled by Bell, but a first down. They move the chains in 3 plays, and you do bring up a great point about Max Shores. Put him on another school in the city, and he's going to chomp up yards, but he's back there with Sam Stewart and the Uber quarterback.
Yeah. And the other guy, the same way, is Winston Giante. There's another 1,000-yard rusher at any other school.
Giante, we've said that name quite a bit here throughout the years. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. They're inside driller territory at the 49. Hill stands at the 45, hands it again to Stewart, and right now it looks like
Stewart,
Coach
the rusher,
Nixon
his way to the 46-yard line.
Is content with saying,
number 2, Isaiah
we're on our dirt, and we're going to keep moving forward.
You're going to get a big dose of Sammy Stewart here in this first quarter.
2nd down and 7.
Just underway here. First quarter action. CurrentHighNetwork.com. Live streaming football. Liberty hosting BHS. Sole league title on the line for the Patriots. A share for the Drillers if they get the win. Hill fakes to Stewart, keeps it this time, and actually thrown for about a 3-yard loss.
Is dropped for a loss.
As Rick mentioned,
48-yard line,
big numbers for Hill. Piled him up, and he's one of those players that can do really super special things with the football in his hand. The junior.
Federico Salam with his
3rd and 8, Rick.
Here we go, Isaiah.
Tried to float one into the flatlands out there. Almost made it. He does have a feathery touch, but ooh.
Well, if the Patriots want to go deep in these playoffs, Isaiah has got to, like you say, have a breakout game, really take control, and be a threat against other teams.
It's 4th and 9, so the Patriots will punt. Flag on the play early while the ball's still in the air, and the ball bounces off a Liberty Patriots back, and then about the 14-yard line. But a flag went up from the judge on the far north end, by the way. We're calling right to left, by the way, this first quarter, if you're listening. First flag of the evening. 9:05 to go here in this first quarter. We're just underway. Patriots, 3 plays, got a first down. 3 plays, they were stalled. And they punted, and the Drillers going to get their first chance to have the football here. Flag on the play. The referee's still discussing it. And the judge in the far north end zone hoisted the flag up early, and I think he was counting. Always argue, was it a hold, was it not a hold? The second call
is just
can't argue.
Most inopportune times.
And this is one of them behind him at the 40. They give it to Stewart Jr. He's wrapped up. for a gain of about 3.
Marina tackler. Oh, here they come. Double tight. Hill's going to pass. They're going to go to the fade to Alvarez. Wow.
Catch is made by number 9, Colby Alvarez.
Colby Alvarez, who also doubles as their free safety. He stands about 6'3", 185 pounds. So we saw that earlier this year. They'll single him out on the single side, go trips away, and throw that fade up there, and he goes up and gets it.
Wow, no huddle offense, a big first down for the Patriots after the penalty called, and now all of a sudden, first and goal from the 9. Hill stands in the shot. His ankles are about the 14-yard line. They go to Sam Stewart Jr. He plows forward to about the 7-yard line.
Sam Stewart Jr.
Down
at the 7-yard
the thing about Sam Stewart, he's getting 1, he's getting 2, he's getting 7, 1, 2. He can do this all night. He can pound on you all night and wear your defense down.
Second and goal from the 7. Hill at the 12-yard line. Again, they're just going to go right between the hash marks. They don't get anything on that one, so that'll bring up 3rd and 7.
We had this problem last time we had Centennial Bakersfield High. We've got the biggest kid on BHS's roster, number 1,
and number 27,
not on the program.
Federico Salam.
Under 8 minutes to go here, third and goal from the 7. Hill breaks out. He's got Sam Stewart behind him. Receivers split out about as far as you can go here on a big 3rd and goal. And a timeout is called. And you're right, big Jordan Phillips, number 1 for the Drillers. He is one big kid, and he's right over center. So that's where the battle's going to be tonight, right between those hash marks. And a timeout is called on a 3rd and goal from the 7. But that's a big, big battle up front. Jordan Phillips, no small.
It is. I think, and he's a kid that didn't play in any games early on in the first 4 or 5, and we just saw him emerge just recently, most recently against Centennial.
Want to thank our sponsors for being a part of this and jumping on board early in the deal when we started this thing up last year. PAV Solar and Communications, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Premier Lighting, Raymond's Trophies, and, of course, our good friends at Tony's Pizza.
Calling the action on play-by-play, Bakersfield's own Vance Palm, along with Rick Van Horn.
Oh.
That's Kern High Network.
Rich Hutchins giving us a little bit of love over the PA. It's Van Horn.
Streamed on replay.
You got us tri-tip sandwiches tonight. You're getting popcorn for yourself only. Now you get our names announced. Richard Van Horn, my man. Okay, here we go. 3rd and goal. A 3rd and goal from the 7, Coach.
3rd down, a goal to go from the 7.
Take a look at Alvarez here. They single covered.
Hill drops back, has the time, has the patience, wants to throw. Now he's in trouble. And will he go down? He gets rid of it. And no flag because there was actually a running back / receiver in the area. He got away with it. Winston Jounty was pretty close to that football, so pretty heady play by Isaiah. Hung on to it as long as he could, but then had to throw it away. Great job by that Driller defense.
Yeah. Hill did a good job. He took a while, found himself in trouble, got out of it, and got rid of the ball, and lived to play another day.
Okay, here's the first opportunity to score, real score for this evening. Paxton Winders for the 25-yarder. It's up, and it is good. So we'll take a break in a second here. 7-0 the score. 3-0 the score. The Patriots up by a field goal. We'll be right back on KernINetwork.com.
Fans, a reminder to make your way to the north end of the stadium. Do is sign a form, and $10 for each form goes towards Liberty High School scholarships. There's a beautiful Mustang as well as a beautiful truck down there as well that you can check out. Paxton Winters set to send it away.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm, Rick Van Horn.
23, Ciante Bell.
3-0 early Liberty lead at home. Got a break on a 12-man on the field call. Took advantage of it. Almost put it in. And a nice field goal from that strong leg. And now the Drillers will have a 1st and 10.
Ciante Bell.
Well, Rick, nice job by the Patriots. Got on the scoreboard.
It did. First drive, you always want to get something in there, whether it's 3, whether it's 7. Now it's going to be interesting what the Drillers do, what they come out in. We've seen a variety of offenses over this whole year. You know, in the second half against Centennial, we saw the double wing. We've seen the flex bone. We've seen the spread. The last couple games, they've come out with Caden Ochoa the last 2 games, and it seems like they
do it again, and Caden gets them on a hard count to start things off. We saw the success of that many times at Griffith Field, and so they'll get 5 quick.
Well, they've really narrowed or kind of got their ship going when they kind of said, Caden, you're going to be our quarterback. And what Caden does well is he runs the option. He's a very good runner. He's a capable passer.
Quarterback for Bakersfield. Number 12,
on a 1st and 5, a nice pitch out here, and great job by the defense early, but hanging in there and making them pay. What a great play by Bell. Or was that Taj Wright? Woo,
Taj Wright got lit up early by Sammy Stewart.
And kept rolling. Wow, what a strong run. And picked up a 1st down.
We called Sammy Stewart's name quite a bit in offense.
Gain of 14,
we're going to call it
down,
that much on defense. He's a big part of this Liberty defense.
Oh, they went after Ochoa and smacked him in the backfield when he lets go of the pitch, but he hopped right up, and guess what? Taj Wright picked up another 1st down. Wow.
An 11-yard run and
2 plays, 22 yards. 1st and 10, ball at the Liberty, at the BHS 45-yard line. 6:40 to go here in this first quarter. 3-0 Liberty. Another pitch. This time it's out around the corner, and it's to Jernigan. Isaac Jernigan cuts up against the grain, gets the ball to midfield. Here come the Drillers, Rick.
Very tough offense if you run the true triple option, where you've got the dive quarterback and the pitch all available, and they're looking good right now.
2nd and 5, picking up big yardage on their first 3 plays. We're going to dip below the 6-minute mark here in about 10 seconds. Ochoa right behind center, everybody packed in tight. Ochoa decides to keep it out to Taj, a high pitch, but it pays off, and they get the ball to about the 40-yard line. The timing and the relationship really starting to look nice over there. He knew he was going to take the hit. A little bit of a high pitch, but Taj says, I got it, let's go.
Yeah. That was one of the adjustments they did about 3 weeks ago, putting Taj Wright at the wing instead of, he's the best receiver in town, splitting him out wide. He was touching the ball about 1.5 times a game as a receiver. Now he's getting the ball 4 or 5 times from that wing spot.
McGill receives the pass from Ochoa, and he picks up about 6 yards and gets it right below the 1st down marker. It's going to be 2nd and 2 and 5:43 and counting here in the first quarter. So the Drillers look sharp, concise, precise, and they are moving the ball quickly. 2nd and 2 from the 35 at Liberty. They're chomping up yards very quickly. Ochoa looks to the left side of the line of scrimmage, pitches it out to Taj. They go to the left. He cuts back up. He drops his shoulder pads and lowers the boom and gets to the 30-yard line. 1st down, Drillers.
Takes the pitch and works his way to the 29 of the Patriots.
Drillers are very perimeter
34,
oriented. We haven't seen that big bruising fullback since Shane Jones was unavailable this year all season. He was that big inside force. This year they had Trayvon Jackson, but they really haven't used him. He's only carried the ball 26 times this year.
First and 10, ball at the 29-yard line. This time they go right up the middle, and it's a big, strong power run by Wesley Wilson Jr. And
number 9, Wesley Wilson
head coach
Jr.
Paul Gola is
down by number 5, Sam Stewart
getting
Jr.
things warmed up on that sideline.
And we've only done a couple Bakersfield High games, but the last time I saw Wesley carry it was at Orem down in Mission Viejo.
Couple receivers out here to the right side, the wide side of the field. The ball's on the far hash, going left to right. Right in motion, actually. Ochoa pitches it to him again. It's going to be a foot race. Now Wright cuts up field. Oh, Taj Wright looks good. Touchdown, Drillers.
And he will take it in for a Bakersfield touchdown. 16-yard run by number 22.
Perfect pitch.
Taj Wright.
Probably the best drive Bakersfield High's had all year, right there. Well executed. 5, 6, first down, 5 more yards, 7 more yards, first down.
No flags.
Rene Carrillo on for the extra point.
The snap, the hold, the kick is
Carrillo's
up,
kick is
and
up and good. 16-yard
that's
touchdown run. Taj
a
Wright
7-3 lead for the Drillers. We'll stay here for a couple of seconds.
4:34 to go in the opening quarter.
Nice start to this game. 4:34 left in the first quarter. The Drillers up 7-3. Both teams look good. Hill brought them down to first and goal from the the 9, got to the 7 to the 6. They get the field goal. They get on the board. They get things rolling, and the Drillers come roaring back. And I would agree, from what I have seen of the Drillers and the games I've called, in my 4th one now, that was as good and as clean and as crisp as it can be. And I think they're the shortest yardage play they had, the shortest gain they had was about 4 yards.
Yeah. Totally a different team than we saw a couple weeks ago against Centennial. Weeks before that against Orem.
Number 21, Rene Carrillo.
That drive there kind of, that's what they're capable of. Now, can they keep it up?
We're going to find out how their defense is going to do against this Liberty offense that gets a chance to come out second time. KernHighNetwork.com, live exclusive coverage of the Kern High School District's sports, both boys and girls teams, varied sports. And here's the kickoff. Oh, bounces right through the hands of the Patriots. But look at this. Max Shores, the aforementioned Max Shores, flag on the play.
Max Shores on the return out to the 47-yard line.
Flag right in the middle of the football field between the hash marks at the 37-yard line. Here's the call.
On the return team, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, first down.
Holding on Patriots, so they'll bring it back a little bit.
Assessed to Liberty.
Honestly couldn't get it. But he tackled him.
The white hat's got his microphone on still, and there's a partner over there said, "Hey, buddy, you better turn the mic off." It happens. Okay, here we go. First and 10.
First down and 10.
Ball's at the 27-yard line.
27.
That familiar voice you hear above our shoulders is Rick Hutchins, longtime PA announcer, voice of the Liberty Patriots. Good buddy of mine from the Bakersfield Jam days, and now he's calling some football games, and he's going to do some basketball games for the KernHighNetwork.com. So it's a familiar voice to everybody. Great young man.
To Max Shores. Loss of 2 on the
Shores
play, 25.
Loses a couple of yards there on this second drive.
Initially met by number 15, Adrian Moreno. Second down.
Big series for Bakersfield High here. If they can hold Liberty, make them punt the ball away, and execute the way they did that last series, Liberty might have a game tonight.
Hill wants to go long, has a man, and it's caught, and he's at the 37-yard line. It was a perfect pass to Seth Krause.
Seth Krause.
And taken down and tackled out there by Cameron Williams. But what a feathery, beautiful, well-arced spinning ball that was.
It was. That was a simple 9 route. Play action RPO, throw the 9 route.
37-yard line.
So just like that, they're inside Driller territory. So blow for blow right now here in the first quarter. 3:20 to go here in quarter number 1. Hill has 2 running backs, 1 on each hip now. Drillers look like they're bringing everything at him. Do they? They do. They blitz. Hill reads it, throws out here to about the 33-yard line, and, wow, nice catch out there by Kobe Alvarez. Drillers brought 7 at least.
Alvarez made a nice catch here. Looked like a big-time receiver there, keeping his feet in bounds.
They gave him 4, so 2nd and 6. 2:47 and counting here in the first quarter. 7-3, Liberty leads. Hill has Sam Stewart Jr. on his right pocket. Jouty in motion. Hill has a ton of time, wants to throw, floats another one out there, and it's almost caught, then almost intercepted out there by Jernigan.
Off the hands and nearly intercepted. The intended was number
Coach Nixon, head coach and quarterback himself,
down by number 2, Isaiah Jernigan.
having a
Third down.
shoulder-to-shoulder chat with his quarterback.
Having a spirited conversation with Isaiah Hill. We talked about it earlier. Isaiah's got to play well tonight, and he's got to win some battles tonight with his feet.
3rd and 6, 3 receivers out to the far right side of the field. Ball's right down here on the near hash by us. Hill takes the snap. It's a draw play to Sam Stewart Jr. He makes a beautiful spin, a beautiful move. And then it's mano-a-mano with Justin McGill. First down, and the helmet pops off of Sam Stewart. Obviously, they've known each other since they were probably 5 years old, hit on hit, but Stewart's helmet pops off, so he's got to come off for a second. Oh, what a great draw play, what a great call, and well executed, and then talent and brawn takes over.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Well, like we said earlier, they don't lose much when Max Shores comes in, so he's a legitimate threat, even though he's a backup.
He probably wants that football so bad, Rick. Jouty in motion. And they give it to Shores. He cuts up, lowers the right shoulder. Nice job by the Driller defense, contain him for about a yard. Really good job out there, led by Adrian Moreno. Boy, we called his name a ton this year.
Called down by number 4, Maximilian
Shores
Lopez.
was able to pick up 2 yards, so Max tackled Max.
2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 from the Bakersfield.
Maximilian Lopez was in on that tackle with Moreno. So here's a 2nd and 8 from the 17-yard line. Hill takes that snap, play action, fakes, drops back, floats one too far, just kind of threw it out of the way so no one could get it. And I think Coach Nixon is more upset with his receivers. Maybe a route wasn't run correctly there because Hill was looking for an area in the football field to have one of his players, and they weren't there. Rather than looking at a certain receiver, he was expecting that wide spot to be opened by the A over there on Patriots in the end zone. Brings up 3rd and 8, Rick.
It does. Guy we haven't seen involved yet in the second series is Winston Jouty, who is one of the 3 heads on this 3-headed monster with Stewart, Hill, and Jouty.
Winston, where's number 23? He's in that right slot. Hill better take the snap. Oh, and he does. He wants to pitch it, and he waits and pitches it at Stewart. Stewart cuts up, takes 3, 4, 5 drillers on. Will not get the first down. And again, hit by McGill, hit by Bell. And now brings up a 4th and 4 from about the 14-yard line.
Looks like they're going to kick the field goal. Go into this in this first quarter, 7-6. That's not bad.
Paxton Winders, the senior kicker. It'll be a 30-yarder.
To try a 29-yard field goal.
Rich is going to say 29.
Is Paxton Winders.
The snap, the hold, the kick. It's good.
And Winders, 29-yard.
We will take a break. 7-6 still. BHS up by 1 here. First quarter, KernHighNetwork.com.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile, and I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile, and I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza.
Welcome back, everybody. Vance Palm alongside Rick Van Horn, Todd Bentley, and Julian on camera. Patriots trail 6-7. They kick into the end zone. So now BHS will roll out again with that high-powered offense that made it look easy that first drive. Rick brings up the great point. Can they sustain it? I believe they can, and I also believe the Patriots defense is up for the challenge as well. So
Ridgeview 14, Independence 7. Late in the first half.
You can hear Rick over my shoulder giving some scores. I'll give some to you as well. Rick, you asked the question before the first series, what will they come out in? They've proven that they've got the chess pieces to move around in a lot of different directions, and that first drive, very impressive. Here comes the second one. Ochoa, 1st and 10 from the 20. Floats one out here. Great one-handed catch by Taj Wright. And the talented junior, can you believe that? Junior.
The ball carrier.
You know, sometimes he looks like he's all world, but you know, he's got to play consistent. If he can play at that level, you know,
the sky's the limit.
Yeah, the sky's the limit.
A quick call. They get to the line. It was a huddle, but a quick one. Ochoa wants to throw left, looks left, floats it left, and it was intended for Gavin Dingle.
Is incomplete.
Didn't happen, so now it's a 3rd and 5.
Talk about Ochoa being a great manager of that offense. Good runner, adequate passer, and that was one situation. You had Liberty outflanked, and you've got to complete that pass.
Here's 3rd and 5. Ochoa fires one quickly to this near side. McGill makes the catch, and a flag at the end of it after the first down, so it might be a first down and then something else.
Are you thinking face mask here?
I'm thinking face mask. And based on body language,
personal foul, it's mask. Number 2 on the defense.
With 9 seconds left in the first quarter, the Drillers are going to get some more yards at the end of that tackle, face mask. So both teams have had each a costly penalty in this first quarter. That's a big one. That was a 3rd down that they picked that up on. Now Ochoa right behind center again. And there's going to be some movement. I think it's going to be on Trayvon Jackson, I believe.
Prior to the snap, full start. Number 7 on the offense.
And it is Trey. TJ wanted that football. He hadn't touched it yet. And he's like, hey, it's my turn. And he started just a little early, so they'll march it back just a bit. So 9 seconds still remain here in this first quarter.
Well, so far, we've seen what we thought we'd see when you see a Liberty BHS. 2 heavyweights. You don't have a lot of penalties this game, a lot of clean play, good execution.
Ochoa keeps, surveys, looks, has a ton of room. Now he's out to the far side. And the athleticism takes over, and he just coasts out at about the 18-yard line, and Caden Ochoa made that look easy. Fakes the handoff, takes it right into the interior of the defense, and he was out of here. That's it, 7-6 at the end of the first quarter. I hope you're enjoying it here on KernHighNetwork.com. When we come back, we'll see the Drillers in the Patriots neighborhood.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
Start of the second quarter, 1st and 10. Drillers have the football on the Patriots' 19-yard line. An exchange inside, and the handoff went to Wesley Wilson Jr., and he was stopped for no gain. Maybe lost a yard, 2nd 11. Nice first quarter. Liberty scored twice with 2 field goals. The Drillers scored a touchdown. 7-6 is the score. And the Drillers now 2nd and 11 from the 20-yard line. Ochoa sends right in motion, keeps it, Ochoa, then tosses it at the very end of the play, and Taj Wright makes everybody pay afterwards. So, what a high-risk, high-reward play to the eyeball, to the optics. But really, Caden had it fully under control, and a big, big first down.
It was, and it looks like Liberty hadn't faced the option all year. It's something that these guys have played 6 times in the last 4 years. So you figure Liberty might have came up with a game plan to attack this option, but
offensive line for the Drillers playing their role in it, though. Rick doing a great job. Yeah. And now we have a flag on the play, and
penalty marker down.
What I believe I saw was one Driller running off the field really fast.
Illegal substitution on the offense. 5 yards.
And
remains 3rd down.
Dominic Lustino did not get out quick enough, and now that brings up 3rd and 6. They did not get the first down, by the way, obviously. It was 3rd and 1. They stopped them a yard shy, but now it ends up being 3rd and 6 after the call. Ochoa.
3rd down.
Behind center. Liberty coaching staff barking out orders, but Ochoa sees what he wants to see, floats one to the corner, and it is broken up in the end. Oh, what a big play out there. Kobe Alvarez was going stride for stride with Taj Wright. 2 great players out there, and it looked like for a moment there was going to be a touchdown, but Alvarez hung in there and knocked it out.
He did. He really fought for that. Great play on Alvarez. That's 2 plays. He made one on offense on the 9 route here earlier, and that, it's got to be, lights got to go off when you see Taj Wright now lined up when he's been at wing, and now he's lined up at receiver.
Rene Carrillo for the 32-yarder. It's up, and it is a beauty. So 2 top-notch kickers this evening as well. That may obviously play a role later on in the evening. So what about this? 10-6. 10-6. Drillers lead by 4 early here in the second quarter. Nice football game shaping up here on Bakersfield on KernHighNetwork.com, Bakersfield High School against the Liberty Patriots. Man, it's good stuff, and I'm getting a lot of questions about the playoffs. Stay tuned. We'll keep you posted. I know we have some fun stuff coming up the weekend after Thanksgiving break. That Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we have basketball, and then the Wednesday after Thanksgiving, the senior high school all-star volleyball game on KernHighNetwork.com. That's always a blast, and we have some seriously talented senior players that are going to play in that. And we have some wrestling coming up. So get ready for a big end of the year on KernHighNetwork.com, and of course, kick off the new year with some big-time action. Drillers up 4, and they kick. Taken at the 15-yard line, and the ball goes down at about the 30, 31, 32, and it was taken by Jordan Cobb. So you've mentioned it. I've referenced it. Quarterback for the Liberty Patriots, Isaiah Hill, the talented junior, considered by many of the basketball minds in this area as one of the top players, arguably if not the top player from some people. Played in China this summer, Atlanta, Dallas. So you're talking about one of the most gifted athletes here in the community. But Rick, as we talked about, it's time for one of those statement games. Let's see if tonight's the one. Got to go up against a very, very strong, stout, and aggressive BHS defense. 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Sam Stewart Jr. brings it to the 35-yard line, about a 3 or 4 yard gain. We talk about Hill and what he needs to do, but they keep handing the ball off to these huge, strong, powerful running backs.
Yeah.
What's a young quarterback to do? Hill. This time they try it again. The Drillers waiting for it, and that produced 0 yards. And quickly it's 3rd and 7.
It's a matchup dilemma. You don't want to try to match speed with BHS. So you got to try to match your power against their speed.
Number 12,
Hill throws here down the near side, floats one out, and it is almost caught. Penalty flag because it looked as though Seth Krause's left hand was being held down. He couldn't get both hands up to catch it. So the flag was thrown from the official right in the area. So I believe everybody on this side of the football field is pretty much cheering that, of course, the call is going to be on the Drillers.
Yeah, you saw a little holding there.
15 yards from the previous.
So that's what it is.
Scoring update at halftime. Garces 20, Stockdale 0.
There's a score. I don't have to get scores. I can just go off of we can just go off Rick's speakers up there. So Garces is up 20-0 at half over Stockdale.
Garces is just doing their part.
Yep.
To get a share of this SYL championship, and Bakersfield so far has been doing their part.
If the Drillers win and Garces wins, it'll be a 3-way tie for the league title. If Liberty wins tonight, it's all theirs. Hill again down the near side and just overthrows the same receiver, Seth Krause, and Hill took a big hit. A big hit. Flag on the play, and Adrian Moreno delivered the hit with Maximilian Lopez. So I don't know if that's what the call is. Coach Gola doesn't like it. Oh, and it's an ineligible receiver downfield, or man downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield on the offense. That penalty's declined. 2nd down.
Coach Gola declines the penalty. Wants to get it down. $10 minutes, 6 seconds left in this first half. 10-6, BHS leads by 4. Nice football game. Ball's at the 49-yard line of the Drillers. Hill sends Jowney in motion right between him and the center. This time, he hands the ball out to Shores. Shores battles down the far side, cuts back up against the grain and gets to about the 36-yard line. Wow. Max Shores, 5'9", 182-pound senior.
Yardage is good.
One of those runners, Rick, that
first down.
Looks like he's coming downhill at you, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Under 10 to go here in the first half. Liberty on the move. They trail by 4. Hill fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Goes down about the 30-yard line on the far hash, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 4, about a 6-yard gain.
31-yard
And that's what we're
line.
talking about. You know, Hill has got, if they
5-yard
want it,
gain.
Liberty wants to win this game,
Number
he's
12,
got
Caden Ochoa,
to
number
make some
18,
plays
Cameron
with his
Williams, and number 27, Federico Salam, all combining on the stop.
They say it's 5 now, 2nd and 5. Hill wants to have a quick word with his tight end. He's barking an order over the top of him. Stretch this play out. They tried to stretch it out. Driller said no dice. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. I don't think they gained a yard. And a flag comes out over here away from the play, away from the football. Jake Moran
Max Shores brought
and
down to 30, penalty marker.
Hunter Riley were getting into it.
24-yard
Way
line.
away from the football over here, the receiver and DB. And a flag comes over here.
Number 3 on the defense.
Wow.
That's 15 yards, results in a first down.
So Jake Moran, the junior quarterback DB, was mixed up in a skirmish. He bit on the lure and got caught. Now,
Well,
1st and 10 from the 15.
it looked like early on the Drillers had that out of their
Penalty
blitz
against
system,
Bakersfield,
but
advances
you
the
know,
ball to the
Got him.
Then it pops up
15-yard
again.
line, first down and
Jordan
10,
Cobb
Liberty.
in the slot right down here for the Patriots. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, 8:46 to go here in this first half. Hill takes the snap, Shores with the carry, and quickly
Max Shores
brought down out there by
wrestled down
Moreno.
number 16, Kevin Hill. Correction, make that number 15, Adrian Moreno.
Clock continues to tick, under 8.5 now. 2nd and 9.
Second down and 10.
Hill comes over and talks very quickly with Coach Nixon. Riley way out to the left side. Kraus over on the right side. And Shores on the right hip, blocking for Hill. Hill has to get out of trouble. He floats one into the corner of the end zone, and it is
touchdown.
caught.
Isaiah Hill's pass is complete in the back of the end zone, and number 2, Seth
Kraus.
Patriot touchdown.
Yeah. Just a
15-yard
little press
touchdown
coverage by
pass
Tribe
from
Moran trying to stay with
Hill
him.
to Kraus.
Not quite the athlete that
Winters
Kraus
out to
is,
try
and
the extra point.
nice ball by Hill.
Touchdown, Patriots. Paxton Winters on for the PAT. The snap, the hold, and it's up and it's through.
Winters' extra point is
13-10,
up and
Liberty up.
touchdown
We'll step
pass.
away for a quick second on
Extra
Kern9Network.com.
point, Winters, 7.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile, and I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more.
To await the kick.
I tell you, that was a big score by Liberty. They've got to match score for score against Bakersfield High, especially in a big game like this. You know, Hill saw a glimpse of it, escaped the pressure, got a good ball out to Kraus, and Kraus made a good catch.
13-10. Wind starting to pick up, and
Automatic touchback.
as you can see,
As the kick sails out of the end zone, first
That
down
ball
and
just
10,
took off.
Bakersfield on their
Well, if
own
this comes
20.
down to a special teams game, advantage Liberty. We've seen Bakersfield High's special teams all year long, and it hadn't been real crisp. Both field goal, punt, kickoff. A lot of room for improvement there.
7:53 remains in the first half. Cameron Williams now in QBing for the Drillers. Quick little pass out to Taj Wright. Flag on the play from the official on the BHS sideline. Drillers moving right to left. And the flag was thrown by an official that was standing next to Coach Gola.
I think
a nice play.
I think it's going to be a hold on McGill.
McGill downfield blocking for Wright. And the referees.
Oh, illegal man downfield.
So another penalty. And it's costly for a lot of reasons. Obviously, first play of the drive, you're going backwards, but it was such a nice play.
Well, it happened so quick. I don't know how those linemen get down there that fast. So that was
the flag came fast.
Down and 15 from the 15.
The officials now calling a timeout, and I guess one of their players has something to do with his socks or something. Cole Chamis will come off, and he'll be tended to very quickly. Might be an equipment issue. 7:46 left here in the first half. Liberty leads 13-10. Drillers trail by a field goal.
Got to get somebody on Taj right there.
He's all by himself. They see it quickly, and Taj gets it and gets knocked out of bounds. So
complete to number 22, Taj Wright, forced out of bounds by number 2, Krause.
Cameron just slinging it quick.
Looks like Bakersfield's seeing something in that defense. Now they've got Taj Wright. They've got unattached him, putting him out wider. That time Liberty didn't cover him.
McGill breaks out. Again. Right down the bottom of your screen. Taj in the seam. Hey. They find him, and they get it. Oh, and he drops it. Coach Van Horn calls it out, sees it, calls it.
In and out of the hands
perfect call, and had Taj hung on to that, he'd still be running. Yikes.
That's just an automatic. You cover 3. Taj right in the slot there. That was he catches that, it's 6.
And he takes a slow walk back to the huddle, more just to probably chat with himself. Another penalty, an ineligible receiver downfield. So they march it back again. Once again, quarterback Cameron Williams back there. They hand it off up the middle. Oh, it's a big, strong run, and he is still pile driving, and he gets up to the 43-yard line. Oh, goodness. What a run by Ciante Bell.
Well, that's the first time we've seen him. You know, that second half of that Centennial game, the Drillers used
drop by number 57,
Bell exclusively. He ended up with about 140 yards rushing, but it was all Bell in that second half of that Centennial game. This is the first time we've seen him in the second quarter, touching the ball.
1st and 10. Williams drops back, flushed out of the pocket. Now he's in trouble, reverses the field, picks up some blocking downfield, and runs out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So a lot of ground coverage for about a 2-yard gain. And he went out of bounds at the 41. The officials moving left to right. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he gained a yard, maybe 1. Ball's at the 42-yard line. Williams, short shotgun, hands the ball off again to Bell. Bell looking to get the outside, looking for some downfield blocking, gets it, cuts back up once, twice. Oh, and a flag thrown on the play. And what a fantastic piece of running. But a flag comes flying from the far left, and he'll visit with the white hat, let him know very quickly. And if it's against the Drillers, boy, Coach Goal is going to have to let out a heavy sigh and say, let's keep moving. It's in the past.
Yeah, heck of a run by the transfer from South High, Bell. Just another weapon in that Driller arsenal.
Number 7 on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
They're going to say Trayvon Jackson was on the hold, downfield blocking / hold. They'll move it back, and the Boo Birds are out for the Drillers. They don't like the call.
That it looks like the Drillers are finally
The ball
playing
at their own 46.
like they have 17 returners back from last year.
Starting to look pretty sharp here. But they trail by 3. The Patriots up by a field goal. Williams hands the ball off. Again, the ball goes to Bell, and he is a workhorse, a punishing workhorse. Not just a guy that puts in the reps, but will make you pay for it.
23, Ciante Bell. Number 24, Hunter Riley.
He's got breakaway speed, but he's very elusive inside the tackles. You see, it's almost like he's greased up. Very
guys
hard.
can't get their hands on him.
Very hard to tackle. He's got some, like I said, he's elusive.
Okay, 3rd and 3. Ball's at their own 48-yard line. Williams in the shotgun. Hands off. Again, they try to just grind it up the middle. The Patriots meet him, and he's right there, and a big hit by Cole.
By number 79, Jacob Jaime, and number 17, Cole Chamas.
So Chamas in there with Jacob Jaime.
1-yard loss, 4th down.
They lost a yard. They were waiting for it. They gang tackled him, threw him down, and now on what was a 3rd and 3 is a 4th and 4. Coach Gola saying, let's boot the football. A lot of drillers back there discussing a lot of things around that punter. They're over there having a conversation on a 4th and 4.
Well,
it's in that part of the football field.
He has
Patriots.
They went ahead and punted it. It's a high one, and it's going to be fair caught. Ooh, boy.
Jake Moran's punt is caught by
Fair caught out there.
30.
And 5:13 to go in this first half, and it's Liberty with a big hold, a big stop, Rick. That didn't go unnoticed by me. That's a big stop.
It was, and that was a lot due to the Drillers shooting themselves in the foot. A couple 15-yard penalties, brought him back. Bell makes a nice run, gains 40, bring it back.
First down and 10, Liberty on their own 35.
So the Patriots
remaining in the first half.
will have it on their own 30-yard line. Hill has Sam Stewart Jr. on his right hip. Doubles on both sides of the line of scrimmage as far as receivers, way out there. They give it to Stewart Jr. He plows through the middle. Now he's out to the 50-yard line, and a flag.
Bouncing to the outside into Bakersfield territory.
So on these long runs,
on the far hash,
on each one, there is a flag that has flown. Patriots already walking backwards, and it's another hold.
On the offense, 10 yards from the spot, remains first down.
So what the Patriots did there, they took their doubles 2 by 2, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, and they split them very wide. Okay, that takes Drillers out of the box, and now you're playing a 7-on-7 game inside, and they think their guys up front are bigger, stronger, can move the Drillers around. So we may see that. That might be their adjustment here in the second quarter to really spread those receivers out, spread the Drillers out, and let Sam Stewart do his thing in the box.
Now they have 3 down here to the near side. And now Hill fakes the handoff to Stewart, and he muscles his way to, I think, a first down. And they're going to move the chains. Great play call because everybody just was ready to pounce on Stewart. He fakes it, takes it himself. 1st and 10, Patriots. And the ball is going to be at their 41-yard line. 4.5 to go here in this first half. Sam Stewart Jr. with the carry on a sweep out to the left side. And a lot of extracurricular activity between these DBs and these receivers. It's been going on all night. One of the calls was made. And now you see Caden Ochoa talking to the official back there. And that's the official that's been flinging those flags for the holding call. So they're working their case back there. They're putting in some time. Hey, ref, take a look at this. He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. Watch. 2nd and 8. Pretty standard set. One back there with Hill on his right hip. Hill wants to throw. He rolls to the right. He floats one out here, and it is caught by Jounty. Jounty wants to make something extra happen, and wow.
Caught by Winston Jounty.
Took a huge hit at the end by Cameron Williams.
Number 12, Caden Ochoa.
Ochoa came in at the end, but Cameron laid a pop on him. Now it's going to be 3rd and 2, ball at the 49-yard line.
Well, first time Jonte's touched the ball, and we're almost to halftime. He's a weapon. Power I, short yardage. Here they go. There's Sam Stewart. I think he's got it.
Sammy Stewart.
And Stewart
falling forward to the 47.
Pounds his way inside Driller territory at the 3-minute and 2-second mark. They start the clock, so we're under 3 now.
They liked what they saw. They're going to do it again.
Power eyes, Rick mentioned. And this time Stewart met by a host of drillers. And the first one to get through there and make the hit was Maximilian Lopez. Big stop, loss.
Drop for a loss of a yard by number 4, Maximilian Lopez. 2nd down.
2nd and 11. They're inside driller territory, but they're a long way from pay dirt.
Yeah. 2:20 left.
2 timeouts for the Patriots.
They don't want to score too fast. They don't want to give the drillers the ball back because the drillers have some guys that can take it all the way.
Jowney comes in motion. Sorry, Rick. Hill bobbles the ball for a minute. Screen play set up perfectly. Stewart has the ball in the middle of the football field. Nice job recovering by the drillers.
Number 5, Sammy Stewart.
Ochoa comes in and makes a hit.
Wrapped up at the 43.
And it's going to be about a 3rd and, right in the middle, 3rd and 5. 151 and counting. Yeah, you say they don't want to get the drillers back the ball, but they also need to cover a lot of ground here to get on the scoreboard.
They do. They do. One thing I see is drillers doing a good job tackling Stewart. And he's had his couple breaks, a couple long runs, but they're doing a relatively good job tackling him.
Hill, this time it's a draw play to Stewart. And as elusive as he tries to be, he just can't break free of Maximilian Lopez and Bell in on the tackle as well. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And a timeout's going to be taken by head coach Paul Gola. His assistant coaches, by the way, Lance McCullough, Sean McCann, Adam Levinson, Nathan Munson, James Durant, Johnny Moran, DeMarcus Clear, Devin Pitts, the athletic trainer, Stephanie Smith, the athletic director, our good friend Jeff Scott, and the principal is David Reese. For Liberty High School, head coach Brian Nixon, his assistants Ryan Renz, Jason Oliver, Phil Alvidrez, Rick Tucker, Justin Crane, Rick Brogdon, Tim Anton Giovanni. Saw a couple other guys down there that aren't here they don't want their name in the book. Got some good buddies helping them too. Trainer Robert Candelaria and Andy Hong. The team doctor Ron Ostrom. The film crew Chris Heasley, Wyatt Wong. On stats is Jeff Hicks, and the principal is Libby Allen, and the athletic director, our good friend Tim Davis. And beautiful night for football, the first Friday night in November. Crisp night for hanging out with, I see a lot of sweaters, a lot of beanies.
This is football weather right here. You can't beat this.
Here we go. The punt is up, and it's a good one. Going to be taken at the 10-yard line, and Bell wants to make something happen with it. Fumble, ball on the ground, flag, everything. Liberty says they have it.
Okay, I'll take care of it, Carm. Thanks.
This could be big.
Okay.
Discussion between the officials about the 15-yard line. And an ill-advised attempt to make something happen deep in his own territory by Bell. Let's hear the call.
The return prior to change of possession. Illegal block in the back on the return team. That penalty will be declined. First down.
So the Patriots end up with the football. A block in the back by the drillers, of course, declined. Ends up 1st and goal. So deep in his own territory at the 10-yard line, attempted to do something with it, and boy, that quick punt coverage by the Patriots really paid off. They jump on the ball, and here it is with a $1:08 left, Rick. Wow.
Well, we hadn't seen a turnover all half, and this is probably not if you're the Drillers, not the time to do it.
First and goal from the 3-yard line.
And they're not going to mess around. They're going to get in that power eye, and they're going to come right at the Drillers.
Brought down.
They're going to tighten up the splits and say,
the goal line. Second down.
Again, power eye. It's just, here we go. Hill bobbles the football. Oh, my gosh, fumble. And a down got away from him there.
Exchange.
So now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
The Patriots.
And a timeout on the field taken. This time it's going to be by the Liberty Patriots. So
Timeout Liberty, it's second, 1 remaining.
it's a great time for Liberty to use a
Fans
long
at
count,
halftime.
freeze
The
count.
Honors
Bakersfield's
Econ
very anxious
economics
down here. You
class
can
will
see him
be
moving
running a
around.
couple of
We've seen the long count work.
up
How many
on
times?
Lots.
Timtron.
Lots. Okay,
And
great
then
time to use it
following
right here.
that, it will be the Liberty High School Marching Patriots.
it's 3rd and goal from the
And then
2.
it is
This
the
is
big
no gimme down here
contest
against the Drillers
of
here.
Links for life between Bakersfield and Liberty at the 50-yard line.
I was down on the
See
field
who has
prior to the
sold
game
more
and
links.
taking some pictures for the Kern High School District, and was up close getting shots of Coach Gola. Had a chance to take a couple of pictures of Coach Nixon. Coach Nixon helped me up. I couldn't even get up. He said, hey, help me up. Had a chance to wish him good luck in the game, and we had a really quick exchange. And just to be down there and watch the intensity and the focus and the demeanor of these 2 head coaches that run such high-quality programs. This is some really good football. Here we go. 47 seconds to go in the half. Liberty's up by a field goal. 3rd and goal from the 2. Power eye. Hill wants to get up there quickly, takes the snap. Will he pitch it? No, he'll keep it himself. And does he get in? Fumble! Ball's on the ground.
Fumble on the play.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Some of the Drillers thinking they have it. And it is 4th down, so it'll be 4th and goal. So, boy, a lot has happened here. They still have 1 timeout left. I don't know if they'll take it. Hill has everybody up there. They went over everything on the first timeout. Now Hill gives it to Stewart. Does he get in? He does not get in. The Drillers hold him. So on a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line, or right around there, they pounced on a fumble on a bad punt return, and they did not get in. And what that does for the Drillers' confidence and morale as they go into the locker room, overcoming a bad situation, making it good, and the Patriots unable to capitalize on what I think everybody on this side of the football field said, wow, we're going to go up, 20-10 here.
Yeah, that was a
didn't happen.
Big play and good big break for the Drillers. Not so good for the Patriots.
So now at their own 3-yard line, a quick pitch out to the ground gamer.
Number 17,
the man that
I think that hopefully that's the last play there. They shouldn't take another snap.
So Bell with the last carry of the first half, and 13-10, and it finishes in the first half with a bang. The Driller defense holding them on a 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Wow, what a great first half. When we come back, we're going to let you enjoy the Liberty Marching Band, and we'll have a couple comments towards the end of the first half. Hope you're enjoying all of this here on KernHighNetwork.com.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special.
It's wicked cool. It's our new aviation class. It gives kids a chance to break into the industry. There's a lot of careers in aviation. This class is a lot more than just flying planes.
We've learned so much already. We've learned how to take off. We've learned instrument flight rules. It's something everyone can do, I think.
Good. And you see, remember that horizon? Try to keep it parallel to your cockpit.
After the 2-year program, they're going to be able to take the knowledge test for their private pilot exam. I am a pilot. I've been in Bakersfield for 10 years. I worked as an instructor for 6 years and then became a corporate pilot. And I'm a teacher here. We have amazing equipment. Even flight schools don't have that much equipment.
You put a class like this somewhere at North High, and it's really preparing kids to succeed because it gives them a whole new set of opportunities they never knew that they had the chance to pursue. I'm proud to say that I'm from North High School and that we have administration that's willing to put the money into offering really, really neat programs like this and preparing kids to succeed.
A lot of more hands-on activities, a lot more about woodworking and what to do, how to make a career for myself.
It's not only for guys. I am actually learning how to make cupboards and put everything together, like doors, cabinets. It's really fun, actually.
Yeah, well, It's really amazing to see their growth over the course of a year and how they can come in with no real skill at all and leave being
Welcome back, everybody. What a game, 13-10 right now. Liberty up by a field goal. A seesaw battle back and forth. Rick's going to join me in just a second, but we got a good buddy of ours, Mike Duncan, Arvin High School Bear, quarterback for the Bears, high school football player. Mike, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, I think Brian needs to mix up those plays a little bit on the offensive side of the ball. I think their team matches up well with BHS. I think BHS a little quicker, but I think their offensive play calling needs to be a little more diverse.
Well, I really brought you over here to mention to our community that Mike's a very gifted athlete and also two-time NASCAR Grand National West champion. The old school used to call it the Winston West champion, and he is a member of the West Coast Stock Car Hall of Fame. And tomorrow night, they are one of the co-sponsors of a big event out at the racetrack. You were mentioned. You were an invited guest. Be pretty cool for you, Michael.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to going out and seeing Ken Clapp, all the old people that I raced with. Bill Sedgwick will be out there. A couple of my old teammates. A lot of fun. I'm sure I'm going to probably get the blood pumping a little bit. Wish I was still driving those race cars.
Mike, when you were playing quarterback for the Arvin High Bears down in that grass field out there at Barley Stadium, what are some of the most indelible memories of those days that you had as a QB?
I think just all the camaraderie we had with all the the players we had. We didn't have a 60 deep sideline like most of these teams here. I think there was 24 of us, and I think 8 or 9 of us never came off the field. And so we were in tremendous shape, and when we went out on the field, it wasn't like we were thinking about coming off the field for something that was minor. We stayed out there, we dug it, we got with it.
Mike, when you would finish a game back in the late 70s, early 80s, we'd check out the Bakersfield Californian, and maybe as they were getting ready to start getting those sports shows going on our 3 TV stations that we had back then, now we have all of this, and I know you watch KernHighNetwork.com to watch a lot of volleyball, you watch a lot of football games. Pretty cool to have all this available to these students now, isn't it?
There's a lot of ways to get exposed these days for these kids, and good or bad, you're going to be on something. Somebody's going to see what you're doing every night if you're on an athletic field.
A lot of exposure for college scouts and for their assistant coaches out, checking out the grounds out here. I know you got a vested interest in tonight's game. 13-10. If you're Coach Gola, what'd you tell those drillers in that locker room right now?
Well, I think that they made a lot of mistakes. They had a lot of penalties against them. I think that if they eliminate the penalties against themselves, I think that's going to put them in a favorable situation. I think they can play with Liberty. I think Liberty's a better team, but I just think that they need to spread their defense out a little bit by their offensive play calling.
All-American baseball player, University of Nebraska, Arvin Bear, and a great contributor to our local community. Hey, have fun tomorrow night. Hope you enjoy being out the racetrack. Thanks for your football thoughts, and appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you after the game.
Okay, Michael. When we come back, it's going to be third quarter action. Drillers trail by 3 against Liberty Patriots on KernHighNetwork.com.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
As a millennial, for me it's all about the mobile. And I'm somewhere in between. I still do everything online or through an ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County.
Take advantage of our low mortgage rates, including 60-day rate lock and no cost to you. Purchase or refinance your home today.
Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting.
Here we go, third quarter action. Ball taken at the 5-yard line, bobbled for a second. And almost an unbelievable open field tackle. They finally get to him, or do they? Still on his feet, Seontae Bell. One tough customer. So thanks to Mike Duncan stopping by and saying hi. I had to grab him. He was over here. I just snagged him and said, hey, here's a Kern High School District alumnus from Arvin High. Then he played some baseball at College of Southern Idaho, and he played at Bakersfield College, played for Nebraska, 2-time Winston West champ. And Mike was the last cut of the '84 Olympic baseball team, and guess who was right in front of it that made the team? Will Clark and Mark McGuire. Yeah. So pretty good company there. Michael, thank you, and enjoy your night tomorrow night. Whenever I can snag a Kern High School District Hall of Famer, I got to grab them. Do we have a Hall of Fame, Kern High School District? Kern High Network Hall of Fame? Hey, it's our first year, so you and I are in it. We're in it. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drillers have the ball. And they keep it on the ground. Caden Ochoa on the first carry there. Nothing happening. Beautiful performance by the Liberty Marching Band. Color guard. And as Mr. Hutchins said on the PA announcement, just as this game was, the second half was starting, this is the league title on the line. Ochoa stays with it. Right in traffic, just a ton of Patriots around him, and he couldn't get much. A few yards, not a lot.
Drillers go back to the offensive unit that started the game with Ochoa at quarterback. You know, late in that second quarter, the middle of the second quarter, Cam Williams came in and took over. Now they're going back to Ochoa.
3rd and 6, so an early test here in the third quarter on a 3rd and 6. They spread him out, but in motion, Bell, but they hand the ball off to him and maybe gets 2 or 3, and it's going to bring up 4th and 3, Rick. Uh-oh.
Savante Bell, or excuse me,
Drillers going to decide to punt the ball, which might be the smart move this early in the third quarter. We've got 24 minutes, and we're going to have we're going to find out who the champions of the SWIL is.
Number 3, Jake Moran.
Moran will punt. Return man standing inside Driller territory. That's a good sign. High snap. And no fair catch called, and the Drillers drill him on the return. And that Jordan Cobb did not wave his hands, didn't put him up for a fair catch, and bow, they got him instantly.
Huey. 1st down and 10, Liberty on their own 49.
So the the Patriots hold again. They're still smarting from the end of that first half when they had 1st and goal. Knocking on the door, didn't get in, but they held on right here on this first defensive stance, and that's important.
That was a big stand by the Drillers right before half. Ball on the 4-yard line. Less than a minute. Big goal line stance.
Hill Wants to go down the far side, and he does, and he floats it out, and it's almost caught again just outside the fingertips of Jordan Cobb. And no question that Hill's got the arm. He's got the strength. He's got the power, but we're looking for that soft touch just to land in that hands, but just overthrows him just by a hair. 2nd and 10.
One thing I've seen from Hill, he's got a long arm. What I mean by that is he
Cameron
can throw the ball a ways. And he's actually overthrown. That's about the 3rd time he's overthrown that Patriot receiver.
2nd and 10. Stewart back there with him. He fakes the handoff. Ton of room. He's got a first down and maybe more. He's off to the 30. Hill to the 20. At the 10. Makes one move. Does not get in. A touchdown saving tackle. By Cameron Williams. You've got Rick Hutchins. Either Rick sending it to me or I'm sending it to him. Clairvoyantly, but a long, long run by Hill. And he made it look so simple, Rick.
Well, what we talked about early on, Isaiah Hill got to have a breakout game, but he's got to make plays with his feet.
Now, 1st and goal from the 5. Patriots were just here at the end of the first half. Liberty tries to keep Stewart out of the end zone, and Stewart taking some bruising hits, back-to-back hits from the Driller front 4. Gets down to about the 2, so it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, one thing they got to do is they got to take care of number 1, Jordan Phillips down here, the junior from BHS, who's just
number one,
creating havoc down there.
This time Stewart thrown for a loss. And it appears right now, and that's Caden Ochoa on the tackle, that in this situation right now, the Drillers are winning out in this type of mano-a-mano, shoving match between these offensive linemen and defensive linemen. Big tackle there by Ochoa. 3rd and goal.
You got a big back like Sammy Stewart. This is not a gimme down here with this Driller defense. The way we saw that in the first half.
Hill wants to throw, floats it out to the corner, and it is a one-handed touchdown grab. Oh, goodness.
That's Alvarez again.
Oh, boy. He floated out there. And it was Seth Krause that pulled that in there.
On to try the extra point, Paxton Winters.
I don't know. I thought that was Kobe Alvarez.
Right.
You were right, Rick.
Yeah. Kobe Alvarez, a 6'3" wideout / free safety.
Here's the PAT. It's up and it's good. We'll take a commercial break. 20-10. Liberty strikes quickly. Back right after this on.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers.
Third quarter action, 8:22 left here in the third. I'm Vance Palm, joined by Rick Van Horn, our director-producer Todd Bentley, and the one and only Julian running camera tonight here at Liberty High School. The Patriots hosting the Drillers, and they're up 20-10. A long, long kick with a little bit of wind behind it. Not that much wind. That's just one strong, strong leg by Paxton Winters.
He kicked that one right out of the end zone. What a catch by Alvarez. He's made, that's his 3rd big play. You remember down here in the goal line when he was playing DB. Takes the touchdown away from Taj Wright. Makes a big catch here in the first quarter on that first drive Liberty had to get 3 points. So He came to play tonight. Little known fact, his grandfather was a driller, so.
It's a known fact now, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, Caden Ochoa right behind center. Hard count, and about 5 Patriots jumped over the line of scrimmage. And they're going to move it 5 yards up, so a smart play by Caden. The Liberty defense is pumped up. They're fired up. Just effervescence just flowing out of them after the touchdown to give them a 10-point lead, but Coach Gola takes advantage of it. Hard count, Caden got him. Ochoa cuts back up against the grain, then rolls back, still on his feet. Look at the strong run by Caden. Can he get outside? He still does. Keeps those legs moving. And out of nowhere, a 15-yard gain. When I say out of nowhere, he was in a scrum of players, and he just keeps rolling and keeps going. And, Rick, to those younger players, keep the legs moving.
That's right.
Gain of 14, first down.
Looked a lot like who on that play as a driller quarterback running the option?
Well,
2013.
Asani Rufus.
Asani Rufus.
Man, look at these offensive linemen just getting off for the drillers. Another 5-yard gain. And we've seen the Patriots have a couple of really big, important stops in crucial points. But right now, here come the drillers.
Here come the drillers, and you may see that same set again. They're not covering the slot guy, the second receiver. In this case, it would be number 20. They're giving him a lot of room there.
Stay on the ground again. They're on the far hash, by the way. This quarter, they're going right to left. Directionally, they're going south to north. Third and 4. Wilson Jr. on that carry, by the way.
To the 46. Third down and a long 3.
Justin Wilkie, down here at the bottom of your screen, is going to go one-on-one against Cobb. They pitch it out to right. Right. Cuts back up. Look at Taj Wright go. Fumble. Ball's on the ground. Oh, and it bounces out of bounds. The ball bounces out of bounds at the 42 or 43-yard line. So first down and then some for the Drillers as the ball bounces out of bounds, fortunately. And Taj Wright made one move and it bought him 7 yards.
He's a elite special player, and he's only a junior, so expect some big things next year.
Drillers trail by 10. 2010 Liberty, first and 10 from the Liberty 42-yard line. Right, in motion with Ochoa. Ochoa decides to keep it wisely, picks up a big first down. Now they have that pitch relationship so perfect that the Liberty defense, they just got to pick their poison. And Ochoa makes them pay. First and 10 from the 30.
You know, it's assignment football if you're Liberty defense, and who's ever assigned to the quarterback is not doing his job.
First down and 10, Bakersfield.
Everybody packed in tight now. Ochoa, ball at the 30. Quickly throws out here, and it's a quick pass to Jernigan. Jernigan gets up to about the 23-yard line. Nice tackle out there by Jordan Cobb.
Jordan Cobb, number 10.
Excellent play by Jordan Cobb. He was actually being blocked, came off the block.
24-yard line, 6-yard gain, first down.
Made the tackle.
4.
Ball's now on the 24-yard line.
Please pick up your fanny pat at the front entrance. Tracy Hughes, please pick up your fanny pat at the front entrance.
Ochoa reads it, keeps it, gets up to about the 14-yard line. He just runs the offense so very well, so crisp. And they move the chains again.
Down by number 57, Ben Ollinger.
Very important drive for the Drillers. They need to answer that last score by Liberty.
And if they do, boy, that BHS crowd over there traveled well. Nice sized crowd. They're going to be making some noise. First and 10 from the 14. Ochoa kept it the whole way. Never thought about it. Got it in his hands, and he grinds for about 2 yards. Not much. Nice job out there by the Liberty Patriots defense. Cole Chamis.
Anthony Villanueva. Gain of 2, second down and 8. Second down, a long 7.
Something we haven't seen all year, the drillers pushing around a defensive line. They're kind of having their way with the Liberty defensive line.
Jernigan in the slot, but Taj Wright with the pitch. He's got room, looking for some blocking, and he is able to grind out a first down.
Forced out of bounds.
To the 4-yard line, and it's going to be first and goal from the 3.5, if you will.
Good for a first down. It'll be first down and goal to go from the 4-yard line.
Great play. Great play. He knew where he had to be.
Scoring update. Garces 34, Stockdale 0.
So Garces handling business over at Stockdale. First and goal from the 3. A pitch, and it is a touchdown, Drillers, and it's going to be Ciante Bell that brings it in. And the Drillers are on the board again, 2016. They did not waste any time, Rick.
No, they didn't. And they needed it to stay in this ball game. If Liberty would have came back and scored again, it could be a long night.
Carrillo on for the PAT, and it's an important one. Keep him within a field goal if he gets this one through. Rene Carrillo, a senior. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it is a beauty. We'll step away for just a second. 20-17. Nice football game shaping up here with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter on Kern High Network.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can...
Ball bobbled. Oh, taken about the 29-yard line, and it might work out just perfectly for the Patriots. Jounty still on his feet to about the 39-yard line. He bobbled a bouncy, busy kick, and then off to the races, and the Patriots in incredible field position to start off this drive. They lead by 3, 20-17. Liberty came in tonight with a 5-4 overall record, 4-0 in league. Drillers 5-4 overall, 3-1 in league. Great names on both teams. I want to thank our superintendent from the Kern High School District, Dr. Brian Schaefer, Assistant Superintendent of Instruction, Dr. Brenda Lewis, the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services and Innovative Programs, Dr. Dean McGee, and the Director of School Support Services, Stan Green. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. In motion is Isaiah Hill.
They've got Dakota Ochoa at quarterback that last play. You know, that's only the second time Jonte's touched the ball this game. And when you got a weapon like that, he might. If it was me,
we're probably going to see more of that, Coach, tonight in this third and fourth quarter. What's remaining, 4.5 left in the third. And I just see him have a quick word right now with Ochoa.
Quarterback Dakota Ochoa.
By the way, there's Caden Ochoa for BHS, Dakota Ochoa for Liberty. Hill in motion. They might do it. Oh, wow. They come over here to the near side. It's intended for Seth Krause. And don't think for 1 second that BHS is thinking all Isaiah Hill has to do is come back here and all of a sudden it's a double pass.
Yeah. Well, what Liberty has to do when you see BHS in a cover 2 like that, you kind of got it backwards. You got to run the ball in that cover 2 and then catch him in man coverage, and that's when you got to pop the long one.
3rd and 9. Speaking of long, that's a lot of yards to pick up here on this 40-yard line spot. Hill keeps it himself, and he has a huge swath of land, and he slides at the 15-yard line, and he flag on the play right on top of the Liberty Patriot logo, and he moves it to the side a little bit.
11-yard line. There's a penalty marker.
Holding. Number 55 on the offense.
The white hat himself threw the flag. Bryson Lindsay.
Well, we just talked about it. When you catch BHS into cover 2, especially cover 2 man coverage, Isaiah Hill, there we go with the legs.
Beautiful call, but a crucial holding call, and that's going to make it 3rd and 20 now. The ball's back in their territory with under 4 to go here in the third quarter. Fantastic football game, 2017 Liberty. If the Patriots hold on, they'll be undefeated in league, win the whole thing. If the Drillers pull this out, there'll be a 3-way tie between these two teams and the Garces Rams.
3rd down and 20.
Hill, receivers all over the place. Jowney runs right in front of him in motion. Hill steps into the pocket, steps back out of the pocket, and he's gobbled up at the 40-yard line, and he's taken down.
Number 15, Adrian Moreno.
Moreno got him, and Lopez got him, and a huge loss. And already waiting to return the punt at the 20-yard line is Taj Wright. He went right there and said,
for the Patriots, number 24, Hunter Riley. The returner, number 23, Ciante Bell.
Here's the
nice punt.
It's a good one. It might take a good bounce, and it does, but it bounces right into Wright's hands. What can he do with it? Great job by the Liberty defense. Oh, but wait a second. And Wright buys himself a little more space and gets to about the 15, 16-yard line. Nice job. They're going to say the 13, so under 3 to go here in this third quarter.
Out to the 13-yard line.
Winner of this game will probably get a bye for sure that first round of the playoffs. Loser of this game may not get the bye because they may be a 6th, 7th seed going into that playoffs. May not get a bye. The winner will definitely get a bye.
1st and 10, ball on their own 13-yard line. Ochoa wants to have a quick word with the man that just came in to sub in late, and that's Isaiah Jernigan. So Ochoa, with a flag on this play, is brought down at about the 20-yard line. The white hat standing in the end zone called that one. Directionally now, the Drillers going right to left, south to north. And Caden Ochoa is down, and they are calling for help. Justin Wilkie is calling for the training staff for the Drillers. Cameron Williams will check in as quarterback, but Coach Gola coming out himself to see how his senior quarterback leader is doing, and he is down for a second. Give me an opportunity once again to thank Kern Schools, a federal credit union, a name synonymous with being involved with our student athletes and supporting them in their matriculation and their pathway. Thank you, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. Also want to thank PAV Solar and Communications. Boy, they jumped on board right away. First phone call, they said, you're in. We love what you're doing at the Kern High School District. We're behind it. How about Premier Lighting? They were right there with them. The United States Army. How much more can we say about the United States Army? What a great job they do reaching out to our youth here in the community, giving them that fantastic option for a path for them. Thank you to the U.S. Army. We want to thank Raymond's Trophies. You talk about a name that's been synonymous with athletics and sports in Kern County. Raymond's Trophies is it. And then, of course, Tony's Pizza. We will be awarding our Tony's Pizza Player of the Game tonight.
A lot of candidates.
Looks like Caden Ochoa is up, and they're going to carry him off. Carry him off. So Caden Ochoa goes off.
Fans, let's have a round of applause for number 12, Caden Ochoa.
Plays with his heart on his sleeve. Emotional leader. Talented young man and a tough kid. So when he's down, you know, it's a difficult situation to see the star quarterback kind of being carried off the field, and hope he's okay. So the Drillers will put the ball in Cameron Williams' hand. He's a 6 foot, 175-pound junior. We know him well on the defensive side of the ball. He's also played a lot of offense for this Driller team, and now he'll come out on a 1st and 15 from his own 8-yard line. Welcome to the offense, Cameron. Has Seante Bell with him.
5-yard penalty against Bakersfield.
A quick fire out there to McGill. McGill looking for some blocking, gets it, and a nice 7-yard pass. Some good downfield blocking there, and they're
Pass
coming out slinging.
To 22, Taj Wright.
Cam Williams, the better thrower of the two.
Correction, number 11, Justin McGill.
You know, they were moving the ball well with
Yardage
Ochoa.
good to the 18.
Now they put Cam Williams. He runs primarily out of the shotgun or the pistol, whatever you want to call it.
Now quarterback, number 18, Cam Williams.
They run this one, and the Liberty Patriots all over it. Don't let it get much. Maybe a yard, maybe 2, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Seante Bell, 23,
So,
takes a handoff, fights his way to the 21.
big tackle by Sam Stewart. Just head-on, one-on-one. Bell and Sam Stewart.
5 there defensively. Here we go.
3rd and 2. Everybody packed in tight. Williams right behind center. They pitch it quickly, and he picks up the first down. We believe he does. That's Seante Bell. And they move the change. First down Drillers. What's on your mind, Rick?
Well, we've got 1:47 left in this 3rd quarter. Drillers got plenty of time. When Drillers need a couple yards, they jump into that double wing look with Bell, and it's worked tonight. It worked against Centennial. So you can see that. Expect to see that some more.
A pitch out here to the near side, and it's taken by Gavin Dingle, but he's wrapped up super quick by Jordan Cobb. He was one of the Patriots as well as Kobe Alvarez, so Dingle not able to do much. We will go below a minute right now. 2nd and 15 here in the 3rd quarter. Fumble, ball's on the ground. Williams has to fall on it. Oh, wow, on a 3rd. Now that'll bring up a 3rd and 16, 3rd and 17. So
BHS recovered their own fumble by Williams.
Got a little antsy there, didn't he?
He did get antsy, and you could tell it was a pass play based on the routes and the way everybody was sprinting down the football field. Those guys thought the ball was going to be coming in the air to them, but now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 18. So they actually lost a couple of yards on the fumble. So
Marked on Drillers' own 18-yard line, 3rd and 18.
His voice changed. 3rd and 18. Williams drops back. Oh, he's in trouble, has to get out of it. Fires back one across the football field, and it is caught out there by Wesley Wilson Jr., but oh, goodness. They went after Cameron Williams in the backfield, and they got to him, and he is cramping up, and he just basically told his lineman, push that foot up, point the toes towards me.
Officials timeout.
No, I'm glad to know it's only that. Boy, oh boy. And it's a bad one. He is grimacing. He is really demonstrative. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter, and it is 2017. What a football game here. 4th quarter coming up on KernHighNetwork.com. Liberty up by a field goal.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1.
Fourth quarter starts here on a 4th and 15. Drillers punting.
Jake Moran in punt formation.
Moran lets it go. Another nice one. And a big driller bounce. A big driller bounce. 24-yard bounce, and the ball goes to the 21-yard line.
Big
What
Moran
a punt
punt
for Moran.
Got to be Moran's best punt of the year.
A big one. Couple of notes. Clovis East lost tonight to Central, and they had to win to go in. So there's going to be only 11 teams in the D1 playoffs.
Well, you figure Stockdale's losing right now, and I think they've got a 500 record rule, so they probably won't go in. Or they're Division II, excuse me. But you've got some other teams in there that not really stellar records in that Division I.
I have something else I want to let everybody know about right after this play. Exciting news. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Stewart gets to about the 23-yard line. Nice run. To all of our audience out there, want to let you know the first ever Spanish broadcast of soccer will be on November 28th. South High School Rebels versus the Golden Valley Bulldogs, both boys and girls. An all-Spanish broadcast, soccer, on November 28th. The South High Rebels versus the Golden Valley boys and girls team. It's going to be a great night of soccer. We also have some basketball going on that night, some volleyball around the corner there for the All-Star game. A lot happening the week that starts after Thanksgiving. Hard count by Hill. Thought he got some drillers to jump. Stewart now on the carry. Gets to the outside. Stewart up to about the 40-yard line, and he's brought down by Taj Wright. Big first down. Here come the Patriots.
22, Taj Wright. First down, Liberty.
Wow. Big, strong run by Sam Stewart, and he set up the last 6 or 7 yards by a fake jab in, and he comes out to the near sideline. That bought him another 6 or 7 yards. For as big and as strong as he is, he's just got this keen awareness of where he's at on the football field. Knows where people are around him. Hill runs into trouble, a brick wall, and then finally has to go down. Wesley Wilson Jr. hopped on his back, brought him down for a 5-yard loss.
Well, what that injury does for the Drillers,
2nd and 14.
with Caden Ochoa, that takes away, he's not only the starting quarterback, but he's also the starting DB. Cam Williams goes down with a cramp, so they're missing 2 vital clogs in their secondary right now.
Rick, big news. Less than a minute left. North High School Stars up 21-14 over the undefeated Highland Scots. Goodness. Hard count by Isaiah Hill. The Drillers think that it was a Patriot that moved, and everybody else does too. The Patriots starting to walk backwards.
Snap infraction. 56.
Wow. Keep me posted on that, Dr. Bentley.
2nd down.
North High School up by a touchdown, less than a minute. Highland looking for a perfect season.
Well, they've done it before. The Hail Mary against South High.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
Don't count Highland out yet.
And the officials.
That would be a heartbreaker for the Highland fans. 9-0.
Please put
going into game 10.
9:57 back on the game clock.
And you lose.
9:57.
Rich Cornford and I called that the Battle for the Sword, the North-South game, and North has some talent. They have some players, and there were some times during that football game they looked really good. South pulled it out of the end, but wow, Highland Scots. We will keep you posted on that one. You just never know, do you, Coach?
You don't.
You just never know.
That's why you got to play the game.
Oh,
High
man.
school football, you get 15, 16-year-old kids. You just never know.
Oh, as the parent of volleyballers, don't I know? Okay, 2nd and 19. Hill takes that snap, fakes it to Stewart. Hill has a lot of time. He floats one up there, and that is just a bad pass.
Oh, my God.
And it should have been picked off, and everybody in the Drillers stands are just saying, oh, no. The ball just
nearly picked off.
floated out there like a kite forever. Either it was a miscommunication or just an errant pass, but Moran, the DB for the Drillers, had that ball just kind of float through his fingertips.
Wow, you can't. You get that kind of opportunity, you got to take advantage of it.
Drillers down 3, 2017 with 9:23 left in the game right now, so a 3rd and 19.
That play right there, make him back and haunt him, especially if Liberty comes down and scores 7 or 3.
Ridgeview 35, Independence 7.
Hill hands the ball up to Stewart. Stewart shakes one tackler, shakes a couple of more. Stewart still on his feet. He's amazing. Takes a big hit at the end at the 29-yard line. Finally shoved out of bounds by Wesley Wilson Jr. He went from a dead standstill to get him on a first down, and you're right about that play right before that, the missed opportunity and interception, and now the Patriots on a huge run play by Sam Stewart. And hey, everybody, it's final. The Highland Scots undefeated season comes to an end. What a big victory for North High School, 21-14. Congratulations, North. Hill on a keeper to the 20. Hill looking to get inside. Stiff arms up to about the 9-yard line. What a big, strong run by Isaiah Hill. And I don't see a flag. That is a big first down for the Liberty Patriots. Ochoa on the tackle. So Caden Ochoa, who was carried off the field, is back out there playing.
Back out there. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
First down and
get him carried off the
But he's
field,
back.
But he's back. He's ready to go.
First and goal from the 9. Hill has 3 receivers way out to the right. Thought he was going to bring Jowney in motion, but then instead stay out there. I'm going to give the ball to Sam Stewart. The Drillers say, fine, you'll get nothing. 2nd and goal now from about the 10. Back him up a yard.
And loses about a yard and a half. Caden Ochoa, number 12.
Well, they're in field goal range here, so
stop.
They'll get 3 out of it, make it 23-17. And that will be a moral victory for the Drillers if they can hold them to a field goal here.
2nd down.
8:15 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Hill fakes the pitch, keeps it, and gets in. A beautiful, beautiful play. Touchdown, Patriots. Fake the pitch, and basically with that vision of his and his balance, looked like a point guard going to the hole.
That's it. That's it. And we talked about that play that dropped the interception. Coming back to haunt you.
With 8:09 left here in the 4th quarter, 26-17. Here comes the PAT by Wenders. Right now it's a 9-point game. And that just made it a 10-point game.
Is up and good. 8:09 remaining in the game. Liberty 27. Bakersfield 17.
You can hear the PA announcer, Rick Hutchin, just call it out. 27-17. Listen to this.
Highland 14.
You can hear the oohs and ahs from the crowd that have followed that story of Highland. The improbable Hail Mary win that continued the undefeated streak, and then they get to tonight's game, and the North High School Stars, that's a big win for that program.
That is a very big win. Congratulations to North High and Coach Norm Brown over there, but what a great season Highland had.
Oh, no question about it. I certainly don't want to take away from it.
Right. And they're going to go far in these playoffs. You're going to watch Highland. You may see them again in another big game in the Valley Finals.
And we hear Ridgeview is over Independence right now, so looks like Ridgeview will play the spoiler there. And we have a fantastic 8:09 left here in this 4th quarter. Liberty up 10. They'll kick off to the Drillers. The Drillers at times have looked unstoppable. They're going to need that.
Well, we might see Cam Williams in here because he's the better thrower of the two.
Winders, that strong leg, kicks it into the end zone. So
we got a flag down here on about the 22-yard line.
Flag on the far side of the field. Officials done a really nice job tonight. Been on top of everything. Quick calls, getting to the information of the white hat quickly. Nice flow of the game. Chop block on the Drillers. So block below the waist is the official language on that call.
First down.
So it goes back to their 10-yard line. So they have 90 yards to go to get their touchdown that they need. And they'll only trail by 3 because right now it's 27-17. Liberty up. 8:09 to go here in this fourth quarter. They start off on the ground. It's Ochoa. He gets swallowed up for a 5-yard loss.
Sacked.
So now 2nd and 15 from their own 5, under 8 to go.
Loss of a yard.
Coach Gold and his coaching staff trying to cook something up here to go a long ways in a short amount of time. Ochoa, the quarterback, right behind center. He's keeping it himself. Cuts back up, gets to the 25-yard line. Nice gain of about 22 yards, or about 17 yards, and got them just what they needed, a first down. Move the sticks.
Good read by Ochoa. It looks like he's back to full strength now. After being carted off, he's ready to go.
They give the ball to Trayvon Jackson, and now they use him, and he gets shoved out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Every time you look down, there's a new guy carrying that football for the Drillers, and to win this game, they're going to have to score some points quickly. But as this postseason starts to unfold, typical Paul Gola-esque catching stride with different players all over the football field. And here's another great run, and can he get to the outside? He's going to try. It's Wesley Wilson Jr. All of a sudden, Wesley Wilson Jr. cuts back up the field, lowers the shoulder. He said, hey, I'm not down yet, or was he? Touchdown! He wasn't down. They scored. They strike just like that. As I was just talking about putting the ball in Trayvon's hands and all these different players, Wesley Wilson Jr. goes 60 yards. Touchdown.
Like to see a replay on that.
52 yards.
Yeah, because it looked like the referee was going to blow him dead.
They're
They're on about the
extra point.
7-yard line, but
well, Wesley Wilson Jr. knew that he wasn't down, so he kept running, and the sideline official in the back corner said, he's right, touchdown. So here comes the PAT by Carrillo. Huge PAT, the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up and it is through. And how about this for a football game? 27-24, under 7 to go here, and we'll be back right after this on KernHighNetwork.com.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional.
Max Shores lowers
Jordan Cobb on the return.
the boom on a big block.
35.
Cobb on the return and gets it to about the 38-yard line. Congratulations to the Liberty cheerleader, Ellie. Ellie, right in front of us down there. They had the handstanding competition with about 6 of the cheerleaders. Ellie made it 30 seconds to win the whole deal, and it was down to the last second between her and one other cheerleader, and Ellie wins it. 30 seconds handstands. Can you do that, Rick?
No.
Huh? What if I took your ankles and held you up against the wall? Could you even stand up that long on your arms? 30 seconds. Ellie, congrats. Stewart, stretch play out here to the near side. Big stiff arm. And a penalty flag on the play, and it's right down here in front of where the run stretched out at. 6:46 remains here in this fourth quarter. It's a hold on the Patriots. Liberty leads by a field goal. The Drillers struck quickly that last drive. Ochoa with a long run, and then Wesley Wilson Jr., the sophomore.
Number 65 on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
With 52 yards for a beautiful run. We thought he was down. He knew he wasn't, so he kept running, and the officials agreed. Touchdown Drillers, and all of a sudden, the Driller side is pumped and up and giving it some noise, and this Liberty crowd over on this side is very pensive. A lot of concerned faces over here. Jounty in motion. Hill takes the snap. Hill gets out of trouble. No, he doesn't. He's brought down.
Isaiah Hill sacked.
Jake Zimet with a huge sack. And the junior, Jake Zimet, that's a big, big loss.
Number 15, Adrian Moreno.
Big play by the Drillers right now. Drillers have 3 timeouts
13
left, and
yard
so
loss.
does Liberty. So
2nd and 33.
Even though you might have heard Rick on the PA say Moreno, it was definitely Zimet that made that tackle. Big, big loss. And as you were saying, Rick, now it's 2nd and 33, and a tackle quickly made out there by Maximilian Lopez. Shores on the carry. But now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's 3rd and 33.
well, the momentum has changed, hasn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
And 31.
And as the Patriots break out of the huddle, there is no kick in their step at all. Hill. The Driller's coming at him. He steps out of the pocket. He's on the near side. Hill, he cannot get rid of it, and he gets thrown for another loss. Down to the 12-yard line. Just doesn't get rid of it and pays the price. Another great play by, this time I think it's Justin Marshall that comes in and makes the sack. Haven't called his name all night.
Taj Wright. 4th down.
Now it's 4th
Number
and
24, Hunter Riley into punt formation.
I think BHS is going to get great field position out of this exchange.
they come for the block and they get it. They get the block. And it's going to be taken at about the 25-yard line by Maximilian Lopez, and they got the punter. So Hunter Riley, the punter, is going to have to be looked at, but it was blocked by the Drillers, and oh goodness, the entire tide has shifted on this quick turn of about 60 seconds. We'll take a break. We've got Hunter Riley down. We hope he's okay. Back in a moment. Oh, the momentum has shifted here instantly on KernNetwork.com.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
Okay, we are back. Hunter Riley being helped off the sidelines. His punt was blocked and he was hit. And the Drillers now have the ball on a very, very abrupt change of momentum here. A handoff to Wesley Wilson Jr., and he's gang tackled at about the 23-yard line. But Rick, can the Patriots hang on now?
Number 3.
Well, like we said, momentum is definitely in the Drillers' corner right now. They've got great field position, probably in field goal range right now to tie the game up, but I think they want the touchdown.
Just a few minutes ago, it was 27-17, all things pointing Liberty's way, and now all of a sudden, the Patriots are on their heels. They're trying to tackle Jake Moran. Listen to that Driller crowd. They want a flag for a little bit of extracurricular activity after the tackle. And they're getting on the officials from the visitors' stands. And now it is 3rd and less than a yard. They might even measure. They might even measure this, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
I think they're going to measure that. You see these last 2 series, the Drillers have given Liberty a good dose of their fullback play with Trayvon Jackson and number 9, the young sophomore, Wesley Wilson.
Here's the measurement. It's as important of a measurement as you're going to get. And it's a first down. The Drillers pick it up. So with 4:01 to go in the fourth quarter, 27-24 lead for the Patriots, but the Drillers marching towards that end zone. Ball is now down at the 16-yard line. And in the backfield, Wesley Wilson Jr. standing right behind Caden Ochoa, who's right behind center. Ochoa keeps it himself and able to fall forward for a couple of yards, but he had run into trouble there right after the snap. Still able to get at 2 yards, I guess. Going to be 2nd and 8. 3:40 and counting here in this fourth quarter. The Drillers trail by 3. And now the ball's on the 14-yard line. Ochoa right behind center. Right in motion. But they bulldoze it up the middle, right in between the hash marks. And that carry was Trayvon Jackson.
Trayvon Jackson fighting his way to the...
Drillers have plenty of time, 3:13 and counting. 3 timeouts left.
McGill is in, and Wilkie, 2 wide receivers, split way out to the side. And Jernigan in the slot. Fumble, balls on the ground. A bad exchange. Liberty has it. Oh my goodness.
Looks like Alvarez.
Kobe Alvarez had himself one big night tonight. A big, big night. What a play.
Wow.
So the exchange on the handoff. Falls to the ground. Kobe Alvarez, who's had a whale of a night, appropriately one to fall on the ball. And now Isaiah Hill with 2:55 left, the ball on their own 11-yard line. They're up only 3. Stewart is on Hill's left hip. There's the snap. Hill's going to keep it himself. And he's still on his feet. And he gets brought down at the 24-yard line. Nice, strong run. First down, Patriots.
Number 9, Wesley Wilson Jr. picks up yardage to the
Good play
23.
call by the Patriots. They didn't even block Justin
Liberty.
Jordan Phillips that time. They just kind of read him and let him come right up the field.
2:35 and counting. Driller fans are stunned. This thing has switched back like a seesaw 3 or 4 times here in the last 5 minutes. Hill takes that snap, hands it to Stewart. Stewart still on his feet, goes down about the 25-yard line.
Brought down by number 15, Adrian Moreno. At the
We got a timeout called by BHS. They're first.
2nd and 8.
So Coach Gola calls his first of the half. He has 2 left at 2:14
2 remaining.
left here in this fourth quarter. What a nice football game it's been. And if there's still some games going around in the city and they announce the score, you know it will elicit the ooh. Because if the Patriots hang on and win this thing, they'll be sole champs of the SWIL. Garces handled Stockdale.
Liberty hasn't beat the Drillers since 2015. Remember last year they played, these two teams played twice, and Bakersfield High came out on top both times on their way to a Valley Championship.
Out of the huddle, and the Drillers, you can see they're a little downtrodden right now. Patriots, they're the ones that have a little kick in their step now, where it was just the other way, the opposite way about 2 or 3 minutes ago. Here we go, 2nd and 9.
Patriots need one more first down to breathe easy.
Hill has Stewart on his left hip. That's who he gives it to, Sam Stewart. Just
Sammy Stewart
plows up to the 34-yard line, 35, 33-yard line.
Tacklers out over the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Big third down coming up. If they don't get it, they've got to make a decision. Do you give the ball back to the Drillers with a little under a minute left or 2 minutes left?
Timeout Bakersfield.
So
chances are you're not going to go for it.
Coach Gola burns another timeout, and he has 1 left. Just over 2 minutes to go here, 2:04 exactly in this fourth quarter. Liberty leads 27-24. We're riding with the Bentley tonight, so he gives me some score. The Arvin Bears final, 44-20 over Chavez. Nice win there. Garces 34-6, a final over Stockdale. North High final, 21-14 over Highland. Shafter 33-7 over Wasco in the fourth quarter, and West High School in the fourth quarter up over Tehachapi 21-14.
Fans, a reminder that you can catch tonight's game on
big game for West High, who's had a pretty good season.
Play-by-play man,
you know, they're beating Tehachapi right now. Tehachapi is a team that beat Ridgeview a couple weeks ago.
3rd and 1.
Okay, here it is, Rick. 3rd and 1. Hill, will he go for the hard count? And he does. And it was the big fella, Jordan Phillips, that he got. So after the timeout, they come out, and that offensive line was as still as they could be. They didn't move, just standing there as serene as ever. And Hill, with the hard count, was able to get Jordan Phillips to jump. And guess what? 1st and 10. They picked up that oh-so-important first down.
I think that's the first offside against the Drillers, because you know we can't have a football game without Drillers jumping off sides.
Hill now stays between the tackles, and he just goes down about the 40-yard line.
With the keeper to the 39.
And that will be the last one Coach Gola has. And they haven't stopped the clock yet. And now they do.
With the tackle.
So Coach Gola calls his final one, meeting with his defense. Coach Nixon over here to meet with their offense.
Bakersfield.
We will keep you informed of what's going on next weekend.
1:57 on the game clock.
Timeout, Bakersfield.
Woo! What a football game.
That was Bakersfield's last timeout.
Great to have this kind of fun. Rick Hutchins calling it over our shoulders, and you and I do it here. It's nice.
Well, what usually goes on tomorrow morning in Porterville, all the CIF commissioners will meet, put out all the seedings, and you'll have our playoff picture done.
Okay, 2nd and 10. No timeouts left. 1:57 left here in this fourth quarter. Isaiah Hill, the quarterback for the Patriots, hands the ball up to Stewart. Stewart gets hit, taken down quickly by Seante Bell.
And works his way to the 43-yard line.
And that clock now continues to race. 1:39 and counting. This crowd's still a little quiet, a little nervous. They haven't really let out with the big cheers yet, because they know this thing not over yet. 1:27, 1:26, 3rd and 6. Hill takes that snap, hands it to Stewart. Stewart looking for the first down and more. The 40, the 30, the 20. Stewart gets down to the 1-yard line. What a play. And now the Liberty crowd erupts. Oh, the effort from Sammy Stewart. And the Liberty crowd now, it's like the bottle of soda has been opened, and now everybody's up and cheering. They were sitting there really on pins and needles, and now starting to feel it. 27-24 is the score. 1:07 left. 1st and goal from the 3.
They're not even going to risk it. They're going to go into
They're going to
victory
go
right
and
now.
get on a knee here, and now the Patriot crowd starting to realize, hey,
Take a knee.
class move by Coach Nixon.
Well, you know, they haven't had great luck inside the 5 here against that Driller D, so.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah, this might be the smart move. You don't want to turn that sucker over down here.
The Drillers just kind of standing over the ball. No one's making any contact with anybody.
And that could be it right there.
And wow, a big, big, big win for Coach Nixon. They are league champions of the Southwest Yosemite League. What a big, big win, and this Liberty crowd loving it. Cheerleaders going, the band fired up. That's a big, big win for the Liberty Patriots. We will take a short break here in about 5 seconds. We'll come back. We'll award our Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. Tonight's not going to be an easy one. Look out. Liberty wins the Southwest Yosemite League. We will be back right after this on KernHighNetwork.com.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile. And I still do everything online or through the ATM.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special. One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
For me, it's all about the mobile.
And I still do everything online or through the ATM. So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
There are over 100 places to get pizza in Kern County, but only 4 are good enough to be called Tony's. So what's the Tony's Pizza difference? We're not giving away our secrets, but the proof is in the pizza. Tony's Spicy Mexicana, the mouth-watering Hawaiian, the award-winning Chili Verde, and so many more. Trust us, you'll find your favorite. If you want great pizza, you can play the numbers game, or you can get it right the first time. Tony's Pizza, 3 locations in Bakersfield and 1 in Shafter.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional banker. I still like writing checks and visiting my branch.
I'm a millennial, and for me, it's all about the mobile.
And I'm somewhere in between. I still do my banking online and at the ATM. And with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs nationwide, Kern Schools is always close by.
So no matter how you do your banking, Kern Schools is always there. That's why we're the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
One thing about Kern Schools is you get to do your banking your way.
I'm a traditional.
Welcome back, everybody. Wow, what a ball game. 27-24. Liberty pulls out a win, and nobody had any clue who was going to win this thing the last 4 or 5 minutes. It kept going back and forth, big plays, big turnovers, big capitalizations, and then some big plays by some great players for the Liberty offense and defense, and that kind of leads me into what we're going to do tonight for the Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. Rick and I were on the same wavelength when we went to commercial break. We looked at each other, and it just kind of happened. We both said it, but before that, your thoughts on this football game overall, Rick?
Well, I tell you, it was just a battle of momentum. You know, Liberty have the momentum, and all of a sudden the Drillers would come out, and then they would steal the momentum. And toward the end, it's the guys who had it last, and it was Liberty at that key turnover, that Alvarez, that fumble recovery.
Ooh.
And of course, that long last run to put the nail in the coffin.
Coach Nixon now wins the league championship. He's talking to his players. He has them all meeting there. Kudos to Coach Nixon.
Yeah, great job, great season. You know, they start out 1-4.
Yeah.
And now they're 5-0 in league play. Solo league champions. They don't have to share it with Garces or Bakersfield High. Now they just wait. Probably get a bye next week in that first round, which is good. They can heal up and go from there.
Coach Gola and his Drillers, tough preseason, kind of an up and down middle of the season, and now they find themselves kind of on the outside looking in on where they'll be placed and kind of what their mentality will be going in, not as the top dog.
Yeah, and we saw some good things out of the Drillers. For the first time this year, you know, their offense was clicking like it should be. You know, when you have 17 returners off a Valley Championship team coming back.
You're right. That first drive was awesome.
Really, they put some drives together that made them look, hey, these guys might be contenders here down the road here in the playoffs.
I think they will be. How about this? Rick and I, kind of a scary thing. We often think alike, and we were as we went into the break. And I looked and I said, you know what? I think this might be the first time ever. And Rick said, what, 2 winners? And I said, yeah, we're going to have 2 winners for the Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. And before we go any further, we want to thank everybody involved at the Kern High School District. Thank you. Appreciate it. And for our sponsors, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, United States Army, PAF Solar and Communication, Premier Lighting, Raymond's Trophies, and, of course, Tony's Pizza. I'm going to have to get with Tony. We're going to need 2 pizza boxes, 2 gift certificates, and 2 T-shirts. And Kyle Wiley's going to come out to this campus next week, and he's giving out 2 Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. You introduce one, I'll introduce the other. You pick one of them.
Okay, number 9, free safety wide receiver, Jordan Alvarez.
No, Kobe
Alvarez.
Kobe Alvarez. Man, what a night he had.
Wow, he came up with some. Had 4 big plays, fumble recovery, took a touchdown away from Taj Wright, made a nice catch.
The one-handed grab in the corner.
Oh yeah, the one-handed touchdown grab. Without those 4 plays, Liberty's sharing the title tonight.
He's going to share the Tony's Pizza Player of the Game with number 5, Sammy Stewart Jr. On the offensive side of the ball. And let's not forget, Sammy plays defense too, but on the offensive side of the ball, big, huge runs when they needed them the most, and not just this one at the end of the game, but there were times in the middle of the second quarter, middle of the third quarter, and beyond when they needed big plays. Who did they go to? Sammy Stewart Jr., and they set the tone on offense early in the football game by number 5 left, number 5 right.
Yeah.
So we have 2 winners, first time ever. Sammy Stewart Jr., Kobe Alvarez, congratulations. You are Tony's Pizza Player of the Game. Well, don't know what's happening here in the next few weeks, but stay tuned to Kern High Network for everybody that's involved in what we do. And even the other games tonight, Coach Cornford, Kyle Wiley at the Shafter-Wasco rivalry. They've got Kevin Willie on camera there for Julian here and Todd here and Antonio and everybody that's helped us put these games together in the regular season. Thank you very much. Especially sincere thanks to Stan Green, our man in the Kern High School District Office that's believed in this whole thing and gotten us all together. So appreciate it. Thanks to Michael Dunk on our halftime interview. Julian, thank you, buddy. #1 class act. So good to work with you. We rode the Bentley a lot of times this year, a lot of times. Todd, you were our main guy. Thank you so much. The IT doctor at Haida High School. My partner, Rick Van Horn. Always a pleasure, buddy. Just such a great thrill for me to be able to call these things. I'm Vance Palm. Hope you enjoy this tonight. Liberty wins the Southwest Yosemite League title. Great win for them. On to the playoffs. Hope you had a great weekend. Good night. God bless.